Today's question is about the dark funnel. What are some quick wins to illuminate a dark funnel to ensure the health of our pipeline?
So the dark funnel is a concept that I got introduced to from Chris Walker, really interesting character. You can find him on LinkedIn. He's got a podcast called The State of Demand Gen, which you and I are both fans of. And the concept of the dark funnel is basically the idea that attribution is hard and that a lot of the best things that are happening in marketing and where growth is coming from are the hardest to track. It's informal, ad hoc between people and mediums that you're just not going to have access to, right? It's a DM from WhatsApp, it's a head nod, it's a finger point, it's a pat on the shoulder at a conference. All of this stuff that not only can you not find, but if you can find, you can't connect outcomes because it crosses and it hops over multiple channels and mediums. All that to say, what do you do? Well, if you're obsessed with tracking every dollar, you focus on exclusively on the channels where you can actually track. And there's some rationale in that. You want to be able to track your results and have some accountability. However, if you constrain yourself solely to channels where you can really clearly track attribution, you're going to miss out on a lot of great wins that can be had through word of mouth. If you lean in and you embrace word of mouth, you're okay with not being able to control all the conversations. That to me really comes back to playing the long game. That comes to adding value. That comes to having an impact that's bigger than running ads. So I think in terms of illuminating the dark funnel, probably the clearest piece of advice would be make sure that you're trying to give marketing credit for low in funnel outcomes. It doesn't necessarily have to be giving them credit for direct conversions, but giving them credit for outcomes that really couldn't have happened in any other way other than their contribution, i.e. somebody going to the website, filling out a contact form and saying, I want to talk to a salesperson. That's low in the funnel. That's clear intent. There's no debate. It's the up funnel stuff of that, well, we got eyeballs, we got page views, we got a lot of time on site. That stuff is interesting, but at the end of the day, does it really matter? If you can connect marketing activity to that low in funnel outcome of somebody that's high buying intent, somebody filling out a contact form on your website, that's really clean. And if that number, the increment of that is going up, then you can say broadly things are working. And it may not be perfect to say, was it the podcast? Was it this other activity? Holistically, that's a way of understanding what is and is not working.